Hey, Eastern Oregon, thank you for being here this morning. The AM live on EOA, your connection to Eastern Oregon this June the 16th version.
We're halfway through June already.
Craziness. And you can tell that we're late getting the show started because it's a little bit of a crap show this morning right here in the studio. But hey, we're here. We're live.
And we're not sitting at our desks.
Right. Yeah. So we're like, yep.
We're trying to progress forward with the show and the production. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good stuff, man.
Should we just jump right into sports? I got a lot to talk about.
Today. Yeah. Yeah. Here, let me get that. Let me get that cue.
You're gonna fire it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just all of our routines are a little different. All right. Here we go, man.
Okay, so sports-wise, the cool thing is there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend. LeGrand, the high school, the baseball team, the Tigers, 5 of them will suit up one more time in LHS uniforms and play in the 4A Oregon Baseball All-Star Series at it's going to be over on the west side. It's North Marion High School. The first game will be a 9-inning game at 5 p.m. on Saturday. And then they'll turn around and they'll play a doubleheader on Sunday, 2 7-inning games starting at noon. It'll be streamed on NFHS if you want to watch it there. But tickets are $5 for adults, 12 and under free. The LeGrand 5 seniors are playing on that team. Cesar Rodriguez, Braden Carson, Nick Bornstead, Cole Jorgensen, and Devin Bell, your 4A state player of the year. So get out there and support those guys, or at least, you can watch it on the stream. Another thing, 6-man football and 8-man football this weekend. All-star games up at EOU. I believe the 6-man one, or one or the other, is on Friday night at 7 p.m. up at EOU Community Stadium. And then they turn around and play Saturday at 2, I believe, at Community Stadium. So another thing you can get up there and watch. And then I was up at the college yesterday, and I was talking with Kaki. She's the head volleyball coach up there at EOU. And they also have the volleyball, 6A, 5A, 4. I mean, it's all levels. It's the best players. I think in order to have been invited, you had to be all league. And that starts at 9 o'clock, and it's an all-star series. There's 3 games back to back to back, and they're just gonna, play some volleyball, all-star volleyball up at EOU. So get up there and support. We have like 5 or 6 local girls in it. She told me the names, but I mean, I didn't have a paper and a pen. My memory's shot, so you can get up there and support them. Yesterday up at EOU, the EOU men's and women's basketball culminated their camp, their youth mini skills camp, and I hopped up there and took a couple pictures. Here you go. There's EOU men's basketball head coach Chris Kemp out there with the kids. You got Coach Q, he's the assistant coach. You got Bev Slater right there. She had a knee injury this last year, but the year before that, she was probably the best player on the team, and she's coming back. And then at the end of camp, they sat there, they take their little, mounting huddle. And it was cool. It's always fun to get up there and see that kind of stuff. That's what's going on for sports this weekend in Eastern Oregon and for our Tigers. And it's pretty exciting. I mean, 5 kids. That's a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. All righty. Well, let's take a look at outside. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out there.
I'm all with that.
Yeah. We've had such weird weather.
We got crap.
Let's see what Gabe has to say.
Heading into the day on Thursday, much of us will top out into the 70s, although sticking around in the 60s towards Meacham with the warm spot on the map. 83 down in Ontario as we continue to see those clouds mixing with that sunshine, although those clouds could be a little bit more thicker up towards the north. producing the possibility for an isolated shower the second half of the day. Otherwise, much of our region will remain completely dry as we see more sun breaks out towards the south. Heading into the day on Thursday for La Grande, it does look like this. We'll start out into the mid-50s at 9 o'clock with more clouds in the picture. Although as the day goes on, that sunshine will be mixing in at times as we rise into the lower 70s in the afternoon, where we could see a few sprinkles, but it will be mostly dry as westerly winds in the morning will change to the north in the evening, gusting up to about 25 miles per hour in spots. Heading into my short-term forecast for the Grand Ronde Valley, tracking high of about 70 for Thursday, drop into the upper 40s overnight. Much of the moisture will wait to develop until later in the afternoon on Friday, when we could see some storms pop up.
All right. Lots going on. That's cool. So let me, there's just a ton of stuff going on. This weekend is the Elgin Opera House Shakespeare Festival. And Benny, who's in the control room switching this, he put this together. This is really great. And this kind of gives us a thing of the weekend. Tells us, well, it actually starts this weekend and goes for an entire week.
Do you love Shakespeare? Do you not love Shakespeare? Do you neither love nor not love Shakespeare? Well, either way, the Elgin Opera House has Shakespeare, Shakespeare, and more Shakespeare at the Shakespeare Festival starting this Friday on June 17th. Come for 10 days worth of reenactments of classic Shakespeare plays, including A Midsummer Night's Dream, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, A Merchant of Venice, and Othello, starring acclaimed actor Bobby Bermea. But it's not just all stage performances. Events also include an opening gala, kids workshop, and most notably, a screening of the filmed version of Soldier On, with a stage reading with the play's playwright and acclaimed British actor Jonathan Guy Lewis. You can also join us for afternoon tea with British actress Imogen Stubbs, as well as a live conversation and Q&A with both John and Imogen. There's a lot going on, so there's no reason to miss out. So buy your tickets online and come to the Shakespeare Festival at the Elgin Opera House, starting June 17th and going till June 26th.
Good stuff, man. Good. That's a great job, Benny. So
Yeah, that turned out kind of pretty good.
yeah, I mean, and that is such a huge. I've spent some time talking with Grant Turner, who's kind of putting that whole thing together, and he's the assistant director. They call it assistant artistic director at the Elgin Opera House, and kind of the hope is to create kind of what they have a little bit in. What's the big Shakespeare festival down in Ashland?
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yes, yeah. And so to kind of have, it's a thing, it's a week-long thing. They have a couple of really cool, as that ad said, there's a couple of actors from the UK that are here.
Yeah, I saw the Q&A with them or whatever, the interview.
Yeah, and they're a big deal over there. We haven't heard of them, but they are. They are, they're kind of like a movie star from
kind of like us,
kind of like you and I. Yeah. We're kind of like our, we should, we could go rub shoulders and like, I know.
They're going to take us over to UK. These guys are a big deal over there.
Yeah. Can you imagine sitting with them and go like, you might not know this, but Kyle and I we're a big deal.
We're a big deal. Definitely. Let's see. We got a comment. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Dana. Good morning, Dana.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, let us know if this sounds okay, if there's any technical aspects of it or monitoring of it. I'm glad you're tuning in. So let me show you one other. There's the Beer Fest is happening at June 25th of this month. And here's just a little brief commercial about that.
Hey everybody, it's that time of the year again. It's the Eastern Oregon Beer Festival and we are back.
Did somebody say Beard Fest?
No, gentlemen, I said Beer Festival, and it's June 25th at the Union County Fairgrounds.
Beard Fest? That would be cool.
I said Eastern Oregon Beer Festival, and it's June 25th at the Union County Fairgrounds. It runs from 1 to 7 p.m. and we've still got those exclusive VIP tickets available. It's going to let you hobnob and schmooze with some of the brewers the night before and get you into the gates an hour early the day of the festival.
Is there going to be a beard competition?
I sure hope so.
That's what I heard.
Whose idea was this? Get your tickets now at eobeerfest.org and we'll see you June 25th at the Union County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, I guess this is what I do with my beard. Or I do this in the shower. I bet I would win that beard competition.
Hey guys, would this thing qualify for the Beard Fest? Yeah! Yes!
That commercial was a lot of fun to shoot. And anyone who knows Kevin is like, he is such a good sport for that kind of stuff. Just,
You think I would qualify?
yeah. You could
I can't even grow anything up here. Just our hair and like.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's funny is, I mean, when Kevin started first growing that like 2 years ago, I made fun of him. Like, dude, what is that? I mean, you probably could grow.
Called a soul patch, ain't it?
Well, I know it is, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could grow a soul patch probably,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I could grow a little teeny one, like about yay big, like 7 hairs.
yeah, Benny can grow a soul patch.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
It took Benny like a year for his beard to start. It looked like he taped like hair on his face for a while.
Yeah,
But it's starting to fill in nice.
yeah.
But why? I don't understand why you want a beard in the summertime. It's so hot.
I don't. But beards are like a thing right now.
I know.
I mean,
It's a hipster thing.
is that it?
Yeah, when those guys showed up, I go, Benny, like your people are here. Like you're not even gonna be able to work because you're gonna be so enthralled with these people with these other hipsters. Yeah, I was cracking up. I didn't
Yeah.
think he was cracking up, but I
Yeah.
was.
We give Benny a hard time here.
Yeah.
Keeps us alive.
Speaking of Dana, let's give him a plug real quick.
Yeah.
He's got a short game school on the 25th, which would be next Friday, I believe. I think is that right? No, next Saturday. Next Saturday, not this Saturday, from 12 to 4. And basically, he's got 10 spots available out there at Buffalo Peak, and he's going to teach you all about the intricacies of the short game when it comes to golf, which is chipping, putting, reading greens, wedge shots, distances when you're around the green, which the short game is the most important part of the golf game. There's no doubt. You can hit the ball 400 yards, but if you can't get it up near the hole, then there's no point in really playing. When are you having your lesson? Well,
I don't know. Dana's
got a bum wheel.
probably like, I'm too busy, man. I mean, he told me when we talked about it, it's like we gotta get it going soon. So
yeah,
man, our schedule's been just crazy though.
well, and you got to get your wheel fixed.
Well, that's true.
I don't think you can play golf with only 3 wheels.
Yeah. But I would imagine that a huge part of lessons though is just learning how to drive, right?
No,
It's
learning
is it
how
like
to
everything?
drive. No, well, learning your swing.
Yeah,
But you have to use your legs to swing,
Yeah.
BC. I mean, it's not, you don't just.
So you don't think I can learn how to swim?
No. You're just
Just your
gonna arm it.
wrist.
I mean, yeah, you got to have your wheels.
Yeah. Wheels, meaning, you might not, for those that don't know, I've like my knee has been going bad for a while, and I thought it was gonna, it's just crapped out on me. So I'm like just hobbling around. So who knows how long I'm gonna be like this? At least 3 months.
Get you a Segway.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what's embarrassing is my 85-year-old father-in-law offered to bring me in his walker. He's graduated from it. He had COVID and was real sick for a while, and and so he's back to being mobile and stuff. And he's like, well, I can bring that in. I mean, he's like totally serious. He wasn't giving me a hard time at all.
And we can pimp it out too. We can put like some tassels on it. We can put a name placard and some tennis balls. We could make it legit.
Well, the funny thing, the I don't know, funny thing. The interesting thing is I I mean, I don't know. I might have to get a cane to get around or something like that.
I've had to use a cane.
And so it's like I thought, I was like, I'm just going to get a staff with a big eagle on top.
Yeah,
I don't know. something.
One end's a dagger and the other end's a shotgun.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, yeah, if I'm gonna look like an old man, like walking with a cane or a staff or something, it's gonna be like a statement piece.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
then when somebody talks smack, you can just like, oh, really? Or like you must not know what you're messing with here.
Oh
Son.
boy, yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. So I'm struggling with that. Here, let me let's give Lori McNeil, give her a little shout out here, will you? You do it.
Oh, me do it?
Yeah.
He just throws this stuff on
Yeah.
me. Lori McNeil, yeah, she's the Army Recruiting and Retention National Guard for this area, and she's in the high school. I mean, she's basically the one that you go to when you want to sign up for, the National Guard. So go check her out or give her a call, 541-786-1459. She also has her email up there. If you're interested in Oregon National Guard, give her a call, give her an email. A lot of the people that watch this are National Guards. I have a lot of friends that have been in the National Guard. We were talking with Todd the other day, 27 years in the Oregon Army National Guard. Once again, Todd, thanks for your service. And yeah, go give Lori McNeil a shout out if you need anything when it comes to recruiting and retention for the Army National Guard.
Yeah, and the guy that was with us, I'm sorry, I've forgotten his name. Who was with it?
Stu.
No, it wasn't Stu.
I don't know. I was good. I don't know. I made up a name. I don't.
Anyhow,
remember.
the guy
Brock.
who was,
His last
Brock.
name was Brock.
Yeah, he was in her place, and I mean, he did a really good job of explaining kind of the cool benefits. You could start in the National Guard. You could start when you're a junior,
Right.
And start in the National
And
Guard
get paid.
and get paid to be in high school. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think the pay really kicks in after you're out of high school.
I almost went in the Marine Corps right out of high school.
Did you?
They would have put I don't know if I would have done very well with that though. My grandpa wanted me to go in the Marine Corps bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I want to play baseball.
Well, yeah, he probably was like, you were probably a Yahoo at 18 years old.
I mean, I was all right. I was okay. I mean, I was kind of off the rails a little bit, but I wouldn't say I was like completely like.
No, but I could just imagine.
Yeah.
I know
I had a lot of fun.
I know the 18-year-old version of me. I can imagine the 18-year-old version of you.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun. There's no doubt. And I moved to California for 2 years, Southern California, and it's fast. Southern California is fast. People are different there. It's like when I first moved here when I was 12. I was like culture shocked. Like I'm coming from San Diego, California, where I mean I'm basically a minority where I lived.
Right.
And I got my first earring, my left ear, when I was 3rd grade. I got my second one when I was 5th grade. I moved up here 7th grade. To start 7th grade, I walk into school, nobody had an earring.
Well, I can imagine so.
And so
Yeah, people were like,
yeah,
dude, what are you? Yeah.
I mean, I could still put earrings in my ears.
Do you still have the holes?
Yeah, they don't
They don't ever seal up?
No.
Yeah.
No, I could put earrings in right now. I mean, I'm not going to, but I could. But back then, that was the thing. Like my dad, he had like 3 or 4 earrings in each ear. I mean, he was a heavy metal dude, and that was like what you did.
I could see that. I could see your dad doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's a huge heavy metal person.
So he probably had gauge earrings, didn't he?
No,
he didn't.
No, that wasn't popular then.
Yeah.
Nobody was stretching their ears out. My youngest daughter does.
Yeah.
My youngest daughter has like small gauge, but But yeah, that hadn't become a thing yet. No.
Yeah. Gauge, for those that don't know, a gauge ear, is it earring? A gauge earring, when a gauge piercing?
Yeah.
Is that how you said? Yeah, it's when it's like you can see daylight through the hole.
Yeah, you just put bigger and bigger ones. They use like a little horn that gets wider and wider, and you just push it in further and further every opportunity.
Oh, that maybe it's just like a grommet. They steal a grommet off of a banner somewhere and like.
It kind of looks like a
grommet, it does.
Do you have any tattoos, BC? You don't, huh?
I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. You know, I mean, I
Maybe
probably,
for your 60th birthday, you should get a badass tattoo.
I always made fun. No,
Like ride or die or something.
That's gone.
Oh, wait, yeah, it is,
the
isn't it?
60th
Okay,
birthday
how about
one-
65,
Yeah,
70?
65. Yeah, no, I'm not opposed to it. I always made fun of people who put tattoos in places that droop later in life, you know, and I not made fun of, but I mean, that's, you know, it's just, that was always the joke, is like, if you put Mickey Mouse in the wrong place, he becomes Goofy later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, my kids, you know, Kyle and Kelsey, they're all tatted up, and
Morning, JB.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? How many do I have? I have 4. But all of mine, so like one's grandpa, one's my kids,
yeah.
one's grandma, one's me, and then I'll get 2 more probably, mom
Yeah.
and dad, and that's it.
Yeah, I guess if I got a tat, it would be because I'm doing it with someone. Tanya wanted one, or the kids wanted one, or, you know, I mean, it was kind of a, I don't know. That's
My
kinda,
sister and my ex-wife have matching tattoos
really?
on the top of their foot. Guess what it is? It's 2 pieces of bread on each foot, like they each holding hands. One side has Nutella on it, and the other side has jelly, because they both love Nutella and like Nutella and jelly sandwiches.
Really?
So they have these 2 pieces of toast holding hands. They're like little cartoon toasts, and one's brown and one's red, and yeah, they both have it matching on there. My sister got it. They got it together over in Pendleton about 10 years ago, maybe even more than that. I don't know, right around there. And my sister, the first day she had it, the dumb dog stepped right on it and like made a scar through it. So
Really?
yeah. Yeah. Yep. My sister and morning, Todd. My sister and my ex-wife have matching tattoos. I don't have any matching tattoos with anybody. I got this one right here. Just the Leo tail first. I got that on New Year's Eve in like 2002 in Salem. I was a tad bit inebriated. They were doing like a special, and then like 10, 12 years later, I got it, the rest of it, which is all my kids. And
yeah, a tattoo special. You just
it was $25.
Yeah, see, I think that's something that applied to someone when they're drunk. It's like,
Yeah.
dudes, let's go get it.
We all did too. There was like 5 of us. Yeah.
So they did that whole thing for $25?
No, just the Leo tail. Just this blue part right here was the first. And then I went back and added in all of my kids, and they picked a color, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one, my grandfather was a Marine Corps. So, and I had a bulldog, so that was grandpa. And then I have a turtle on my leg from my grandma, and I have a baseball right here that's on fire. They used to be color when I got it, but it's not color anymore. But I've also had that tattoo for 27 years. 26 years.
So Leilani, my stepdaughter, she has a school bus on her. I don't know. I mean, and part of it is, I mean, she's got a lot of tats, but one of the things she's kind of a sleeve tattoo is, and you should see it. It's kind of because that was her fondness. She had fond memories of her and her brother riding a school bus, going to school. Yeah.
Huh. That's better than a dump truck, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, that would be a whole nother conversation. The things, the interesting things. I was going to say stupid, but the stupid things that people have tattooed on their bodies.
Oh, I love looking at like the misspelled tattoos and stuff like that. It's so funny. Like there's a dude that has a tattoo that says "no regrets," and regrets is spelt wrong. But the irony of it, no regrets. Like you got regrets spelled wrong on your body. Like
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like that would be like one of the most basic things if you were a tattoo artist, is the word spelled correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially nowadays when we have these things right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And phones. Like
right.
There's no.
Let's just double check this. I'm a horrible speller. And so, but it's like, yeah, anything that's permanent. It's like, yeah, let's just double check the spelling. Yeah.
Spell the computers and all this. Kids nowadays, they don't know how to spell.
Yeah. Don't even put any effort into it
No,
because they don't have to.
My son and my oldest daughter, they asked my 13-year-old how to spell things.
Yeah.
Because they you don't have to spell.
Yeah.
And grammar nowadays is so bad, BC.
Are you?
It's annoying.
Are you a pretty good speller?
Very good.
So they had the spelling bee championships not too long ago.
Yeah, don't hit me with one of
No.
those kind of
But
words.
what was really cool was they did the gal that won. They had like a lightning round spelling, and they had how many words could you spell correctly, and they were all words that none of us would have ever heard. How many of them could be spelled correctly in a 1 minute period? And it was bonkers. The gal who won, I mean, she would spell them so quickly that you could I couldn't understand
Keep
the
up with
letters
her?
that she was saying. Yeah. But I mean, clearly the judges could, because I mean, she would da 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 da, and then you'd hear the ding and da 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 da. I mean,
yeah, but those kids, they
she's reading
spend
about that fast.
hours on, I mean, like a job
Yeah, I know it.
studying, and one of the things that's pertinent for spelling is knowing the origin of the word.
Right.
So if a word originates Greek, per
Right.
se, or Latin, there's certain rules that you use when it comes to spelling that word.
Yeah.
Which I have no idea, but I am a pretty good speller. And I can write in cursive. I have nice handwriting. Kids nowadays, like, it's so annoying. Like, even my kids, I'm like, really? Like, that's your handwriting? Like, that's embarrassing. It's terrible.
Yeah. But some of those, I mean, when we were growing up, I'm like 19 years older than you are, but
I was going to say, you can't compare apples and oranges.
But still, you grew up in a time where the school still taught. They emphasized cursive.
Yeah.
They emphasized, spelling and some of those. And I just don't think that's.
I don't even think I typed like a paper until at least like middle school or maybe high school. Like typed out an actual paper.
Right.
I mean, maybe on a typewriter, like in typing class.
Right.
And yes, I'm old enough that we had typewriters when I was in elementary school.
Yeah. Yep. I can get that. No, I remember the first term paper I ever did on the computer. And
what were you, 40?
I think I was a junior in high school.
Really?
I'm sorry, not a junior in college. Yeah.
Oh.
So this was I guess early 80s. So
yeah, I never touched a computer until probably middle school, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe like one of the early ones, because I do remember, like, when I was still down in California, I do remember playing Oregon Trail. We didn't learn about the Oregon Trail like kids did here.
Right.
We learned about missions and about, stuff that was pertinent to the area that we lived in.
Right.
But I do remember playing the floppy disk version of Oregon Trail, but yeah. I don't even know what kind of computer that would have been on, but we didn't. I mean, we had like the type, the little game where you learned how to type with the little chopper guy. And that's about it. Like, I don't remember writing a paper on a computer until at least my middle school or high school. So when I was here already, 90s.
Yeah. So when were you born? 79?
Yeah.
So, 79. So you're probably just a little older than my oldest kid. And, but I remember them playing Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
And that was so funny because they were down in the family room. You could hear them playing all of a sudden, like, Dad, you just died of dysentery.
Yeah. That was the one everybody talked about. Like, what's dysentery?
Yeah. But I mean, still, that was just a really cool game. I mean, it was a really cool life lesson they didn't really digest it, how the meaningfulness of it and stuff, but still it was a good decision. I mean, in some of those games, like Brady, he played Sim City, and
see, he's younger than me.
Yeah, he's a little younger.
Sim City was not.
Yeah. He was born in 92, so he's
way younger.
Yeah. So, but still, what a cool game for learning that a city has to have infrastructure, has to have a sewer system, has to have electricity, has to have curbs and streets, and all of that stuff.
Those kind of games are still popular.
Yeah.
And those and survival games. Survival games are crazy popular, like where you're thrown out in the middle of a jungle and you have to collect things and build things and find food and make sure that you're taking care of your wounds. And
Yeah.
it's crazy how far games have advanced.
And I would enjoy that kind of thing, but man, it just takes an enormous amount of time.
Absolutely. Yeah, because most of them are like real time.
Yeah.
Some of them are like they advance the speed of it a little bit, but there's some of them where you're like operating on like a 24-hour schedule. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like you're real, like it's very immersive. And so I remember I had this friend. The game was called EverQuest, right? And it was a PC game, and it was like before World of Warcraft, and it was like similar to World of Warcraft. It was like a role-playing game where you have these characters that you build up and you go on these missions. But it was the first massive online multiplayer.
Okay.
So like you'd have like clans and you'd play with people online with the headset. And this is like in the late 90s, early 2000s. So this is pretty new, right? And I mean, he played it so much. He almost lost his wife over it.
Wow.
Like it was just like 15 hours a day. And I remember people were selling characters on eBay. This was early, $200, $300, $400 for a PC character that's not even tangible, right? I mean, it's just
yeah. And I can understand how it can be addictive. That's what that is in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know, when Tanya and I got married, I decided that I wasn't going to do anything specifically, I guess, other than the business, that we were going to develop hobbies together. That's the way I should say.
Yeah.
And so I mean, as much as I would enjoy playing video games and I have an Xbox and stuff, I can't justify it.
I like playing them.
Yeah.
I love playing them with my kids.
Yeah. Well, and that's a great.
I think the internet though, and especially like interactive games, like multiplayer games, are responsible for the definitely very highly responsible for the uptick in divorce.
Oh,
there's no doubt, right? I mean, like,
well, yeah.
You can meet your fantasy person. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you have these things going on at home, and all of a sudden there's your Prince Charming riding his fancy fake horse on the internet.
Right. Well, are those real people on the other end?
Yeah, if you're playing, most of them. And then like early on chat rooms. Oh my gosh. I remember like when I was a senior in high school, me and my best friend Jeff, we used to spend so much time in chat rooms just because it was something different and new. And man, the things that happened in those old AOL chat rooms, holy mackerel. Wow.
No, and I remember I remember being in a chat room somewhere around that time. And it was the very first time that I had a live conversation with someone in Australia and I just remember being so blown away that it's like, this isn't a phone call. This is, that was, I don't know.
We're in a chat room.
Well, yeah. And it's now.
Are you talking about typing or are you talking about talking?
Typing.
Yeah.
But I mean, but the thing that occurred to me is that the internet was connecting us all in real time. Before then, the only thing that you had was a phone, and it was like a ton of money per minute, and you're calling someone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're calling international.
Yeah. No, it's just what a crazy concept that, you could be in, kind of like a bar. You could be in a bar and you'd be having a conversation with a total stranger.
And you don't even know if they're really who they are.
No.
You have no idea.
But I was overwhelmed by just the fact that the conversation was current and it was someone on the other side of the world. And I mean, now we just take that for granted. But Yeah, that was just a crazy.
It's like downloading music. I can take my phone right now.
Yeah,
I can download a song in a second.
right,
Okay.
right.
When back in the days
I know,
when I was in
yeah.
high school and I was like kind of a romantic type a little bit. I used to make mixtapes, like and put them on CD, like and
Yeah, I can see you
and
doing that.
it literally like you'd be sitting there praying that you didn't get a phone call
Right,
while you were downloading a song off of Napster or LimeWire
right.
because it would take like 20 minutes for
No.
a song. And if the phone rang, it would disconnect it.
No, I remember that. And I mean, Michaela was kind of the first one that started downloading tunes.
It was so dangerous too.
And I thought, how is this going to be a thing? That was the thing. It was like, how is this? I mean, it took so long. How is anyone ever going to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, only she was in junior high. It's like only a junior high kid who has nothing but time would download a tune, walk away and do something else, and then come back and download another one. You know? And now, but it just, whoever predicted that the speed would be so quick.
Oh,
that it would be.
So I have Spotify Premium, and one of their services is when you're like going over the mountain and you don't have service. If you have the songs downloaded, they'll play. You don't have to have internet service. Well, I downloaded a whole playlist, like 270 songs in like less than 2 minutes.
Isn't that crazy?
That would have taken like 6 months back in the days.
You know what's interesting again about music is, so I recently had an occasion where they had made their own tunes, and so if you have an artist like Benny's getting ready to release his album and stuff. If you have music that you've created, how do you give that to your friends? I mean,
put it on SoundCloud or Spotify.
Right, but can you upload stuff anybody can upload stuff to Spotify?
Yeah.
But how do I just give it to you? Let's say,
you just send me the MP4 or MP3.
Okay, right. But what do you do with those files?
Well, I can put it on my phone. I can play it off the computer.
Right. But I'm just saying, so I get the mechanical part of it. I mean, I understand the technical side of how that, but people are so used to digesting their music through Spotify, for instance,
or SoundCloud,
that it makes it really difficult for someone to contribute to those. I mean,
you could upload it to YouTube too.
Yeah.
That's the other place. Pop it on YouTube and then anybody can listen to it. That's what my brother does.
Yeah. But like going back to a mixtape. Okay. So let's say you made a combination of mixed songs from local artists that you wanted to give someone.
Yeah, then I'll just send them that playlist on Spotify or on SoundCloud.
Well, let's say it's not on Spotify.
Well, then I'd probably just send them all the MP3s.
Right.
And it'd be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. It's more.
Nobody uses CDs anymore.
No.
If that's what you're getting at.
No. What I'm saying is that it's just Spotify has made it so easy to access all of the music in the world except the music.
Well, it's not hard to upload to Spotify. We upload to Spotify.
I guess
you just
we do.
Create an account and you upload. And so what I would do is if I had an album that I wanted to share with my friends, I would just upload it to Spotify and send them the link. I mean, it's in a text message.
Well, I wonder though, musically, if that's harder. Spotify, I mean, if it were your own music, then that would be one thing. If it's cover stuff, Spotify would be like, nah, you got to have the rights to that, or you have to have the licensing.
I don't
know.
I know like Spotify, the way you make a mixtape nowadays is you create a playlist
and then you
you send it to people. But the other cool thing is you can, if your friends have Spotify Premium, you can add everybody into a group and make a playlist together and everybody can contribute to it. The other thing you can do is on gaming consoles like Xbox One, I can be in there with my kids or with a friend or whatever, and I can start a group, Spotify, send invitations to them, they join the group, and then you can listen to Spotify through your Xbox through your headset.
Huh.
And so you have the chat, and the music, and everybody can contribute. Like you can add songs to the queue, you can jump it like a jukebox almost.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Because I'm a music dude. I have music going all the time at home.
So can you listen to music and do other? I mean, does music ever distract you from doing what it is that you need? Like if you're doing something really technical, you're writing an email or something, you have to turn the music off.
It depends on the intention of the music. So if I'm putting on music to actually listen to the words, then I don't do anything else.
Yeah.
But if I'm putting on music like what you
Just
hear
background.
in here
Yeah.
in the morning or, in the afternoon when I got it cranked up, no, I'm not. That's just me feeling the beat. But I'm 100% focused on whatever I'm doing. It doesn't.
Yeah.
But if I'm listening because I want to hear the lyrics or if I want to hear the song,
Right.
then I just focus on that 100%. I don't do try to listen to a song and
yeah. And I'm the same way. I mean, if I'm cleaning, particularly, it's like, I mean, if I have to clean a room or something, or cleaning up, I mean, music really helps me.
Yeah.
Get up,
Chicago's on.
Get up and get going. Yeah. But
That's
if I
your
have
jam.
something, if I'm writing an email, which requires quite a bit of mental energy for me, then I can't be distracted. Yeah.
The music distracts you.
Well, it kind of depends on the music, but oftentimes it will. Yeah.
See, it just puts me like in the
Yeah.
zone. Like, and I usually listen to music based on my mood, like, or based on what I need to accomplish.
Yeah.
Like if I'm dragging ass, I'll put on some heavy metal, or if I'm like, oh, here we go today, I'll put on some hip hop, or or if I'm like just kind of I'll put on like some like slower like reggae or whatever. Or, yeah. I love music.
Well, hey,
awesome.
we've kind of gabbed.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah, just kind of went down a rabbit trail here. Good morning, Todd.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago, but I just didn't see it. Well,
let's get him out of here.
Yeah, let's do it.
On this day, what is today? June 16th.
Yep.
1858. Abraham Lincoln says, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." And that's when he took his first nomination for Senate. 1873. U.S. President Ulysses Grant decrees a portion of Wallowa Valley for Nez Perce Indians. Orders rescinded 2 years later, and the tribe is forcibly relocated to Oklahoma.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That was only 150 years ago, BC.
Yep,
that's not that long ago.
That's tragic, is what that is. That's
1882. On this day, 17-inch hailstones. Can you imagine that? 17 inches. This screen is 13 inches. So
this, well, yeah, no,
they were almost 2 pounds. Yeah, 17-inch hailstone.
So size
in
of
Dubuque, Iowa.
Size of like a beach ball.
Could you imagine that? Like you're dodging these beach balls. I would have not wanted to be out there.
Oh man.
I wonder if it killed anybody.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
I don't.
That was 1882.
I mean, do you know how far though? And what year? 18 what?
82.
Yeah.
So 140 years ago.
I mean, because hail accumulates because as it falls in elevation, it gathers snow around it and freezes and
not snow.
Well,
precipitation,
ice.
Water.
Yeah,
and freezes.
Yeah. So
that's crazy though. Like a 17
I know.
inch, like you look up in the sky and there's this big ass.
You would hear them. You would hear them thumping. That would come through the roof of your house.
I mean, these are considered big.
Yeah.
Hail. That.
Yeah.
No. No way. 1903. On this day, Pepsi Cola is formed. The company Pepsi Cola, 1903.
Wow.
That's a long time ago, too. 1960 on this day, Psycho, the psychological horror film directed by Alfred Hitchcock, starring Janet Leigh, Anthony Perkins, and Vera Miles, opens in New York City, 1960. 1978, the film Grease opens, starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, based on the 1971 musical, right?
Mm-hmm.
2016, this is the last one. This is all I got. Philadelphia is the first city in the U.S. that starts to tax sweetened drinks.
What year?
2016.
Wow.
Yeah. Sweetened drinks. You know how much a pack of smokes costs in Australia, BC?
Now?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Take a guess. A pack of smokes here is like $8 to $10.
I was going to say,
Okay?
yeah.
How much do you think they cost in Australia?
15.
60.
Really?
$60. Okay, so Australia's median income is about double ours, right?
Okay.
They make about twice as much money. Everything's just about twice as much cost-wise, except for cigarettes, because they have them taxed so high that it's $60 for a pack of smokes, and that's $3 a smoke.
And like a regular smoker, I
Smokes
mean,
a
an
pack a
average
day.
a pack a day, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, granted, they have their packs of cigarettes over there have 25.
Okay.
Ours in America have 20.
Yeah, but still.
I'm not even a smoker. I just know these facts. Isn't that crazy though? Could you imagine spending $60 a day to smoke darts? No way. No way.
Yeah,
That's a lot of.
Well, and that's probably the way they tax it. Is to curb.
$420 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to deter people from smoking. That's why
$1,600 a month and smokes.
to smoke darts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To smell like crap and to kill yourself.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, weird.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next part. Let's see. I got to get up the pictures for this. The number one movie in America, and I've switched to movies instead of songs now. I think this would be 2012. 2012 was Avengers, and it was in its second week already, which is crazy. Some of the crazy facts about Avengers is it not only did it break the Dark Knight's record for the fastest film to reach 450 million, it broke Avatar's record for the highest second weekend gross of all time, and it was the first film ever to gross 100 million in its second week out.
Wow.
Which is crazy. I mean, those numbers are the numbers that Avengers put up are, I mean, I don't know if we'll ever see that again. Great movie though, if you like Marvel especially.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up on, Marvel and Stan Lee, and
was that kind of the very first collaboration one? I mean, where all of the characters are in one movie.
yeah, I think probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, what's the other one called where it has, gosh, I have trouble with names, but there's the one with Groot and the fox and all that. I don't remember what it's called, but I think that one it might have came out right around that same time or a little before, but this is the one. I mean, if you look, it has everybody. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, everybody. It's got everybody in it. Quote for the day comes from Audrey Hepburn. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. One more time. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Eastern Oregon, for watching. Be sure, again, and remember that this weekend is the Shakespeare Festival, and it starts this weekend and runs all next week. Shakespeare Festival out at Elgin Opera House. And is there anything else burning down that's happening this
No,
weekend?
if you're in, email me, Kyle at EOA Live TV, if you're interested in advertising during the East-West Shrine Game. It's a huge opportunity, and I can give you more information. We can talk, and yeah, that's coming up in a month and a half, and it's a big deal.
Yep. All righty. Thank you, Eastern Oregon. Talk to you soon.